a special guest on my video today. A lot of you guys seem to have the same skin type, eczema, dry skin.
Time when I had braces, I had glasses.
Oh my gosh, that's like...
Just Vaseline. Ingredients, look at for hydrocortisone. So hydrocortisone.
Korean brands are coming out with more and more lines that are super gentle. So I have so many to show you guys. So I'm not going to be talking about all of the skincare products that I've ever used.
Too many?
Yeah, but let me just keep picking stuff out that I think I've recently found that's good. COSRX is something that, of course, a lot of you guys would be using them as well. They've only been around for, can you believe it, like 2 years?
Not long, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, they've come out with a lot of good products as well. So Beckii said she also uses these too, the one-step pimple clear pads. So obviously that hasn't caused any sensitivity for you. You guys have seen me talking about this since they first launched. And the one-step moisture pad, I'm not sure if you've tried it.
I haven't tried this one.
You haven't? Yeah. It's the same concept as the pimple pads, but it's to add moisture on your skin when you don't have time to put on a lot of stuff. But this is really gentle and it feels very like kind of runny and hydrating. I wouldn't say it's really moisturizing though. I do feel like...
dry skin, you'd need something more. But it's still pretty good, yeah.
It is. And I don't think that it's got any harsh things that will cause sensitivity for people who have sensitive dry skin. So you guys have heard me talking about Pyunkangyul. So this is a Hanbang brand in Korea. It's an oriental medicine clinic that just made their own line. I find that the products are so good. They're so, just everything that I love. It's really mild, it's really gentle. There's no fragrance. And they do say that they don't have parabens. It's perfect for people who have atopy and eczema.
Right.
And you can even use it for babies as well. And the price point is so good. I think they range in the 10s to 30s for each of their products. So there's like a serum, there's an atoll lotion. This one's a huge tub. There's a moisture cream and the toner. This toner is slightly tacky, but it's good because the serum and the cream is more of a hydrating kind of lotion that doesn't leave a barrier. So it does feel like it would fly away if you just use these. But if you use the serum with it first, it kind of like helps it to stick. And it doesn't feel thick, it doesn't feel heavy. It feels like very light and very moisturized. So yeah, I highly recommend Pyunkangyul. They also have this line for the body as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and these guys actually do smell like oriental. So if you're into herbal things, Asian herbal things,
it's not like overpowering, it's still not bad. So
yeah. So this is the A Therapy Butter Balm. This is the A Therapy Body Mist. So it's actually a mist with hydration. It has a slight herbal smell. It's not too strong
overpowering.
though.
Like I put way too much green pepper.
I have this next to my computer, so whenever I'm working, I just sort of like spray myself. So I highly recommend Pyunkangyul. All of the products that I've tried so far have definitely impressed me. The price
really
point
nice.
is chakhe. They're not overcharging people. It's nice and clean and simple, and I feel like they care about the consumers by just looking at the products.
Can you get any of these outside Korea? Well, this would be only in Korea, right?
No, you can find them on online stores. Yeah, I'll have a link for you guys downstairs. On the other hand, guys, I do want to warn you about some products that might not be so good for sensitive skin as well, so that it's helpful. Definitely products with heavy fragrance, I think.
Yeah.
Do you actually react from fragrance though?
For me, I don't, but I know a lot of people do. So
That's
for me,
funny.
well then I don't really use things that are heavily fragranced. So I'm not super sensitive to it, but I think some people can be, definitely. So it can definitely irritate your skin.
It's really funny because I have bad nose. I lost my sense of smell from, you know, when I took the pill a few years ago. I did this whole video about it. Do you guys remember? My sense of smell never came back. But for some reason, like 2 years ago, I started to get really sensitive about the fragrances in my products. And I have like this dead nose, but for some reason for like products, I just can't stand it.
Maybe it made you more sensitive.
But fragrance is meant to be really bad for you. Anyway, so there is this new brand from Korea called Huxley as well. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Have you heard of Huxley?
Briefly, like I've seen it in stores and stuff.
This brand has been a completely new brand that launched not long ago, and they've been all over the place. So of course I had to try them, and my honest opinion of them is, okay, so this is the oil essence. It kind of just doesn't do anything to my skin.
Yeah,
no, it's
really
very
not
light.
much, very light.
Because I was expecting a lot from it. I was kind of like, it's an oil essence, but it doesn't feel like an oil, and it doesn't feel as tacky as an essence should be as well. Plus it's got really strong fragrance to it, which which a lot of people seem to like, but for someone who, if any of you guys are sensitive to fragrance, just something to be aware of. They do use cactus extract, and that's the main thing of Huxley's line, but I personally just feel like the price point is too high for something that's not extremely hydrating.
How much are they on average?
They're about 30 to 60, I think, depending on whether it's an essence or a cream.
Wow.
Yeah, but some of you guys will
Might
like
like
it,
it,
so this
yeah.
is my personal experience.
Yeah.
So on the topic of eczema, I've got a couple more recommendations. This one I featured in one of my favorites last year. I found this when I was at Home Plus and I was shopping. Oppa and I really like baby lotion type of things because it just feels really mild. It doesn't get stuck all over your blankets when you put it on before you sleep and stuff. It just kind of absorbs, makes your skin soft. Yeah. So yeah, this is one that I have been loving, and I've got like 2 backups. We buy them all the time. It's from a brand called Blackbird. And this is an LG brand, and it's called Mild Atto Cream. It has 8 things free: paraben, tetraethanol, mineral oil,
and fake fragrances. Oh, sorry, artificial fragrances.
Yes.
Fake fragrances.
Fake fragrance. Just a really pure and very gentle cream for the body. It's really light. This is actually what started my quest for looking for more products that had this kind of texture. And this is another brand that's Korean that's very underrated and people don't seem to know about it. It's the Aqua creams that I showed you guys in my last favorites as well. They have a lotion, and then this is the cream tub, and this is actually formulated for babies who have atopy, but you can also use it if you're an adult. But this has a little bit of a baby powder smell to it.
You can feel like a baby.
This one has 4 free, yeah? So it's got no parabens. Yeah, so it's made for sensitive skin, but it does have a bit of a smell to it, right?
A little bit, but it feels really good. Very moisturizing, calming.
Another brand that I highly recommend for dry, sensitive skin is Belif. I've been using them for so long. I love Belif products. They are sold at department stores, but they're not really expensive. They're like the lower end of department stores. So I'd say about $30 per product, but everything that I've tried from Belif is also very gentle, really effective, and it doesn't have any synthetic fragrances, dyes, preservatives, mineral oils. It's just got a whole list of what they don't have. Ethanol. And they've got different lines catered for different issues as well. This one is for acne, the green line. I don't think I brought it, it's my room, but I've gone through like 3 or 4 of the Belif cream tubs, Aqua bombs. So I still love them, and I highly recommend them to you guys still after all this time. Without boring you too much. Going on to department store brands though, in case you're interested. If you were to ask me what is the most moisturizing skincare brand, from all of my experience of trying Korean skincare products, it's definitely Sulwhasoo. If you can compare another brand's lotion, water essence, and then compare their lotion, one arm with all of that, and then one arm with all of Sulwhasoo, you'll feel the difference. Like, it's so moisturizing, but it's really light as well. Of course, there's a high price you pay for it. It is really expensive. Then it comes with a lot of product, and I think it's really good for people who are looking for a bit more of a high-end product that will last you for ages. And also, it's really suitable for your parents.
Parents.
Yeah. Mums really like Sulwhasoo. It has that kind of like smell to it as well.
That mum smell?
I used to hate this, but I don't mind it anymore. It smells...
You're becoming an ajumma.
They have a whole glue line made for soothing as well. So I used up that soothing cream before. Whenever my face felt a bit irritated, I would use that all the time. So Sulwhasoo is excellent. I've never felt disappointed with their products before. And of course, Laneige. So I would recommend their water sleeping mask.
I've tried that before.
It's good, right? Yeah. I mean, it's one of the top-selling Kbeauty products.
Oh, really?
So that one and the lip sleeping mask. But I do have something to say about this too. I feel like this is actually quite hyped as well. The water sleeping mask.
Of course.
Because I do think that people might disagree with me, but I feel like a cream can do the job. So I feel like I personally think water sleeping masks are for people who are a little bit lazy with their normal skincare routine.
Alright, because it's easy. You just put it on when you sleep, and then you wake up and it's like...
And maybe people who haven't actually tried a lot of skincare products, because it has a little bit more concentration of that hydrating feel, it would immediately feel good. I don't think that having a really long skincare routine is necessarily good. But the more steps that you do have, as long as you balance it out, the fuller your skin actually feels anyway. So you wouldn't necessarily need a water sleeping mask. But having said that, if you're a very simple person and you only want to use like 2 or 3 products at night, I do recommend it. But if you are Yeah.
I'm lazy.
But if you are sensitive to fragrances, I personally really dislike the smell of Laneige skincare products. I don't know what it is.
That's pretty strong.
It's really strong. Even their firming sleeping mask, I think it's great. This is for anti-aging. It's a similar sleeping mask, but it's a little heavier and formulated for mature skin. This also has a really strong smell to it though.
Ooh. Yeah.
Do you find it strong?
That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. I think if you're sensitive to fragrances, I think you'll notice that one.
It's not the type of fragrance that just flies away once you apply it. It stays on your face. So I personally think that the functionality of the products are really good, but then the experience of it is a little bit like sickening for me. So I use it when I really need it, but if I can ignore the fragrance, it's good. And Laneige is not super high-end, but it is pretty on the pricey side. Oh wait, here it is. This is the Moisturizing Aqua Bomb, the True Cream. So there's more moisturizing balm, and then there's
like no cream left.
Yeah, xoxo. I have like 3 empties of this. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't.
Really? You should. So the ones that I have been talking about have not been tested on sensitive eczema skin. This is for just normal to dry skin with combination oily T-zone. Actually, a lot of you guys have been asking me about Hera because I used to talk about Hera a lot. Actually, my first few videos on YouTube were about Hera products and how much I loved it. And then I think what happened, honestly, was that more competition rose up. There were too many options on the market, so it kind of got pushed out of my aisle. But I still think Hera is great. Now that I think back on it though, they have a lot of fragrance. But yeah, I still do recommend the Hera Cell Essence as a first step sort of product if you're looking for something that does long-term things for your skin. Have you ever tried this kind of thing? Oh, you haven't?
I've only used Road Shop.
Oh, okay. So I personally have not tried the Road Shop versions of the first step essences except for Misha. And that's a whole nother topic in itself, so I'll reserve the first step essences video for another day.
I'm using the Opu one, it's okay, but I haven't tried that. So.
Oh, you're using the Opu one?
I'm using Opu Micro Essence right now. So it's not bad in terms of moisturizing and it's not affecting my skin. So it's not bad considering it's like a Road Shop, but I haven't tried Hera, so I'm not sure how it compares.
The comparison gets really nitty-gritty because the reason why these essences have become so big is because SK2's facial treatment essence, basically people started talking about different dupes for it because it's so expensive. And so we look into all of the detailed ingredients that each brand uses for the same functionality and whether which one's more worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, and Sum. Have you tried Sum?
No, I haven't tried.
Do you want to try? Okay, so I've got a couple Sum products here to show you. I didn't want to bring them all. There's too many.
So many.
But these ones are ones that are actually on my dresser table. So I use these two.
Oh, it's magnetic. That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
And
that's so cute.
generally, Sum I feel like is a hit and miss sort of brand because I do think that maybe they would invest a bit more in their bestseller line than other ones. But I do really like this line, the Secret Programming line, which is their main one. They put a lot of effort into it.
Time Energy Skin Resetting Moist Firming Cream.
The Secret Essence is their major product, their main product, which you guys have heard me talking about. I do like it. It has a citrusy scent to it. It leaves a little bit of tackiness, but it's good as a first step. I really like this eye cream.
A tiny bit.
So I've been using this eye cream for forever.
Oh, this feels nice. Very moisturizing.
A little goes a long way.
Yeah.
So seriously, I don't know when I'll finish it. Maybe next year. So Korean high-end brand eye cream that I recommend is this one. Belif's eye cream is also really good if you're looking for a kind of mid-end one. And the serum, honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't really felt any major differences. It's not bad. It does moisturize quite a lot, and it smells a bit like vanilla. But it's a good in the middle type of product, like in between essence and cream. Because I really do believe that you need to have a viscose, watery product first, and then something in the middle that's more lotiony, light, and then a cream that barrier protects all the moisture beforehand to seal it all in. So this one is the Waterful Triple Story Ampoule, and it comes with this little like triple layer.
Oh wow.
That you shake up. Do you want to try and see what it's like?
I've got like so much product in my hand right now.
Can you hear that sound?
Yeah. You hear them like mixing together.
Put it on your hand like this, yeah. You're meant to like rub it in.
Wow.
And it just disappears. So I'm not sure what it does.
It's
It
like,
just
it goes into water. It just literally like...
So I used this and tried to find a way to make it work in my skincare routine, but I wasn't sure what it was.
What does it do? It's interesting.
It's not bad, but I don't know how to use it. It's cute and it's pretty, but it's very expensive and I don't know what it is.
It's cute.
So look how cute it is. No hate though, I just haven't found out what it does and what it is.
If anyone knows, let us know.
Yeah, this is such a long video. I'm going to take so long to edit this, but I really hope that somehow it was useful. As I said, we're not trying to tell you guys on a professional level, so I hope it didn't come across that way. Thank you so much for my friend Beckii coming out in this video with us. Did you enjoy doing it?
It was fun. I like talking about this stuff, so it was fun.
So yeah, I will have all of the list of the products. Oh my gosh, I'm going to take so long to write that list up, but I'll have it down below. And try to put links if you guys would like to buy them online. And if you have any questions, ask down in the comments below. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed spending time with us today. Have a great week, guys. Stay beautiful inside and out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Happy skin days!
Skin days! Look after your skin and drink a lot of water. And subscribe to Jen.
No. Bye everyone! 다음에 또 봐요.
Dinner time!
Oh, yay! Our favorite time of the day. But yeah.
Nice! Nice! 반응해야지.
I know you got bored when I was talking.
I didn't.
You were falling asleep.
I have like an uninterested resting face.
What? BRF.
Yeah, BRF.
So I can screenshot. You're doing it again!
The screenshot will be this.
Giveaway time, guys. So I'm giving away these 4 Estee Lauder lipsticks to 4 of you guys. If you would like to enter the giveaway, all of the info will be down below in the description bar, so please read it carefully. It is open internationally, so good luck, guys. Where's my notification squad?